Oh, hello there. Oh, hello there. I was simply eating a steak and thinking about more projects. Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to the town. I'm sure you don't need a tour. If you're at this point, you've seen every single day. Am I right? No? Oh, how awful. You haven't caught up? Well, I suppose we could do a little bit of a walk around, but I still want to say, welcome back, thank you for coming, and today we'll be working on a masonry and a storage room. Well, a storage shed area thing. We'll see what it turns out, but there's so many things that need to be put in storage that, it would be nice to have somewhere to put them, especially for the people. As well as masonry for the mason. He's been bugging me about it. He's been screaming in the dirt box that I've locked him up in. Yes, he's over there in that dirt box. I don't know how the grass got up there, but you know what they say, the grass is always greener on top of the dirt slave box. We started off by doing the farm, and of course, as you can see, the wheat has grown beautifully. Got a big weedy area, as well as a farmhouse and a nice area to hold all the animals in. Aren't they precious? Look at them and their bright, shiny faces. I'm worried about them. I swear, if you bring drugs into my community, I'll have to put you all down. Then, of course, I went down to the farmer's market and thought to myself, these definitely need to be bigger stalls, and voila, they are. Look at all these stalls. I also have a stage for me to speak upon. You know, give some speeches and such. I'm very good at giving speeches. Very good. I have to do it as, well, mayor. Yes, sorry about that. Anywho, after we had that done, I moved on to some residential type stuff as I thought to myself they're going to need a place to live. And well, I wanted to bring in the Pleasantville, the suburban touch of having the same building over and over and over again. And they're quite, but you know, they're quite designed inside, however. They have their own little touches. I mean, alchemist could live in here, and in the next one, maybe a furnace maker, a glass blower, I think they're called. You know, they blow glass. To be honest, I don't know much about glass blowing, nor do I care. I'm sure their job is very important. And then we decided to build the chapel. We tried to make it look like the other chapels, but give it a bit more flair. And as you can see, they have a perfect place to pray. Pray the day away. Oh, it's going to be perfect. Now we are coming over to these two buildings. The next project. You see, this is a mason. Well, a masonry. You can see the sawmill on there, and there's a lot of blocks being cut up and carved. And this one is a storage, storage unit type thing. It was originally used for the horses, but, well, the horses has been playing with water, haven't you? You deserve to be stuck there, and look what you've done to your two friends. Originally, I thought it was being used as a stable, and then I walked inside and I found out it was just originally, it was being used as a stable, but then they just started putting lots of bales of hays in it, and it just became a hay storage. So I thought maybe they need a storage unit instead of, well, what I put over there. So a masonry will be on this side, and we'll put a storage unit on this side. Oh, I know what I'm doing. We're still going to stick to the nice blocks for the masonry, including the terracotta. I'm going to try to bring in different colors of terracotta to kind of make a larger masonry, bigger space, you know. We're going to have lots of space. And the storage, well, I'm thinking of bringing a little bit of nature into it. Might bring some moss going into, was it mossy cobble, and then into cobble, and having a nice roof. I'm not entirely sure, but I like the idea. I like my gumption. You know, it's important to have gumption, especially when you're being the mayor of a town. Speaking of, how are my villagers? What was that? I can't hear you all over each other. Did one of you say that I'm a terrible mayor? How? Oh, no, that can't be. That can't be. I'm just mishearing things. It's perfectly fine. I think first things first, we're going to have to destroy this space. We're going to have to tear down both of the buildings, try to remember what they look like, and then come up with a plan. Destruction first, plan later. Alright, we've got the space all nice and clean. I had to clear quite a decent amount of it away. We broke through walls, we broke through mountains. It was quite tough. I got my some blisters on my hands. But you know what they say, you can't rule a country unless you get your hands dirty. And I feel the same way about a village. Now, what I'm thinking about is obviously where that little pig is running around. That's going to be where the storage is. And I'm thinking just building a long hall-like building with a whole bunch of storage in there that leads to kind of an undercover area. So just like a nice tarp and some sticks and stuff like that. Just something simple that I can put a whole bunch of hay bales in and some barrels. It has to be able to hold quite a lot of storage because the entire village will be, you know, going in there to put things inside. On the other side, next to the mountain, I'm going to be building a masonry. Now, I don't know much about masonries, nor do I know how they work, but I'm thinking of putting two buildings, one on either side, that has an undercover area between them, where I can put all of the outdoor type things like sawmills and stone cutters. But the two buildings will be open. It'll be a very open concept, open to all the environments. It's not exactly somewhere you live, it's somewhere where you work. And I think that's important. As I said, I don't know too much about chipping away stones, but I do remember my father. My father liked to carve. He liked to carve balls. He liked to carve trees. He liked to carve anything he'd get his little hands on. So when he grew up, he carved little animals for me when I was just a boy. Unfortunately, my mother died, and, well, those animals were the bond between me and my father. He wasn't a very emotional man. He knew that I would become a leader, and he didn't want to encourage my childish whims too much, but he did like animals. And those animals showed me his love for me without having to say it, or show it through physical means. I thank him for that. And now, it's time for us to build a nice masonry. We'll do it in a beautiful little time lapse. And, actually, no, I think I'll start with the storage room. Or both. Oh, it's going to be hard, because I have to choose one or the other to start with first. Oh, God, I'm turning into one of the villagers. Well, you'll see which one it is when we move into our beautiful, wonderful time lapse. Alright, we've got a nice little storage hall here. As you can see, very simple, very simple. Got a what do we call it? A covered area. We'll just go covered. That's a lot easier to explain. And then we come in here. Perfect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have, big poles, and then just benches or shelving and stuff like that with barrels and chests. It's going to be full-on storage all the time. And then, as I said, when we come out here, it's going to be stacks of hay. Might have a little work table across here for the villagers who want to work. And I can turn this into cobblestone. And just barrels and hay. Barrels and hay. Barrels and hay. That's truly the best. Barrels and hay. Oh, I shouldn't sing. I've done enough singing in my lifetime to never sing again. But yes, there's still all the finer details to do, but now it's just detailing the inside, you know? Getting those barrels in, those hay bales, and everything in between. And then we can move on to the main event, the Masonry, which is just on the opposite side. It's definitely bigger than I thought it was going to be, but you know what? This village is supposed to expand and upgrade, and I feel this is the best expansion and upgrading. Alright, well, we've got the storage done, and I love it. Look at this. Even the cat loves it. Isn't that right, kitty? Kitty? Oh, never mind. It's going that way. Maybe it doesn't like the storage room. But if we come in here, I've got, of course, we've got the little work area here. Nothing too special, nothing too fancy. We don't want them to, you know, want for more. And here we are. Just a nice little storage room full of boxes and shelves. That's it. That's all it is. Again, we don't want them wanting for more. If they think that I'm a mayor that won't give them the best because they know what the best is, then we will run into a problem. Alright, we'll put in the door and do the path later, but we need to get this started before I lose my mind. What I want to do, of course, I want two buildings that lead into one another, so there won't be a third wall. So it'll be like a wall here, a wall here, a wall here, and nothing there. And that will lead into an outside area. I guess it's kind of hard to explain, because I haven't really seen or done anything like it before. But I feel it's very important, very, very important, that we try new things and get this village up and running. Because I feel that the villagers are a little bit more pissed at me every single day. We have some time left, but I can hear them chanting, and you know bad things come from chanting. I've been in this position before, and I've seen politics work in terrible ways. Of course, I was the one chanting, and I had the pitchfork and the fire torch. Oh, yes, those were good times. Back in my day. Anywho, let's get to it. We're going to do the same kind of vibes over here with the white terracotta, but we're going to be using some light grey terracotta, like the one from here. I might actually try to... No, I should leave them for the residential area. Let's get to it with a wonderful, beautiful time lapse. Oh, I do love the time lapses. They make me feel happy. I can go watch some videos or listen to some music. Oh, I've been listening to so much music. That Alara Mornat is just amazing. She sings "Wake Me Up Inside," Alara Nornet. Oh, and of course the what's her name? Arietta Grande. Arietta Grande would focus on me. Oh, and Lady Gaga. Now she's interesting. Yes, sure. Oh, and of course the stylings of the Kid of the Rock, which very interesting name. Kind of like a Dwayne of the Rock Johnson. Anyway, time lapse time. Forever young, I wanna be forever young. I'm gonna live forever, forever, forever. Well, until I die. As you can see, I am currently listening to some music. Oh, it's so wonderful, yes. I do love the rock and roll of the abbot, or the abba. I suppose they're not really rock and roll, are they? Either way, we are now working on windows and doors. Because as you know, to the windows, to the walls. To the sweat that is dropping down upon my face and not the other body part that everyone talks about. You know, you dirty, dirty civilians. Oh, get your mind out of the gutters that we don't have. But yes, we have to give these a nice little touch, and I like to do this kind of thing. Oh, very nice. Put this one here. Put this one up here. We're going to do all the windows just like we do with these. Then we have to fill in the work area. As you can see, I did 2 roofs that kind of lead into each other. And then I did kind of like a grating thing. I was thinking like more of a shed or something along those lines. And I think I gave it a nice little touch. It's quite nice. It's quite nice. Alright, just going to put those down. Wonderful. See, this is the kind of progress I like to see in a village. I know many people talk about progress and moving forward. They talk about the economy, and they talk about their leaders, their politicians, who will guide them through this storm. And I'm here to tell you, it's probably me. It's probably me, or a variation of someone just like me, a white old man. Anywho, I should probably, get the rest done. I need to get all the windows along here done. We're going to have some stone cutters and things across here, like a work table type thing. Might have some barrels across there, but nothing too big and exciting. And just working areas like workbenches with poles. And it's definitely going to be very work-orientated. And I hope that it's going to look nice. I'm gonna be honest, I've never been in a mason before, or masonry, or I've never been in a place where they cut stone before. Never in my entire life. I've been behind desks, I've been on in the field like this. I've been many places, but a place of trade, tradesmen, of course, I have not. And I feel very much like I don't know if I could judge what this should look like. Either way, I'm going to continue on, and hopefully this will turn into something spectacular, or at least half decent. Ah, there we go. I've got the windows in and all these workstations. Very nice. Nice open air. They have nice open air to breathe and see everything. And if they need to go to get stuff, they can go straight across here into the storage area. Look at that. Very nice. Very nice. I'm pretty sure the villagers are going to love this. It is very simplistic, but as I keep saying, you can't give them luxury items. They'll start to expect it. The villagers are not exactly the most bright people in the world, and I don't trust them with their shifty eyes and their ha-has. But I do like the masonry. I think it's quite lovely. It's quite nice. And next time, we are going to be working on the houses on the other side. I believe we have 3 houses over there. And we're basically going to be taking the 3 houses from over here and putting them over there. Oh, yes. These 3 house designs right here. Yes, these 3 are going to be taken. Not removed. They're going to stay here, obviously. And then they're going to be put at the end over there. I'm probably also going to knock down the tailor's shop and then replace it later, because it's going to go right here. I don't think it needs to be there, but, you know, villagers seem to like to put things in weird places. But yes, these houses right here are going to be removed. It's going to be nice. It's going to be nice to have everything getting a little step closer to exactly what I want. We still have to do the center of town and the fishing hut over there and the tailoring. But in all honesty, I'm happy with the progress. And I hope you are too. Do let me know down below. I do appreciate when you all let me know about the progress and whether you like it or not, and whether I'm a good mayor. And, you know, vote for mayor, blah, blah. Go vote for mayor. Me, mayor. Either way, I want to say thank you so much. Don't forget to eat your spaghetti. It's very good for your health. And I'll see you very soon. Goodbye.